Well, hello there.
Hey guys.
See, why do you do that? You know I have vertigo. It really messes with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on Friday we talked about football. You know, Friday night we talked about football, but then in my heart I knew that the Texans weren't going to win. They were out of their league, but they did make it to that point. However, anything that Scott Schaefer says to you, and you, all of y'all, disregard it. Because let me tell you, it's not true. It was a made up game. There's going to be a replay. So, it's just so.
These hips don't lie.
Whatever.
Right here.
Well, welcome in everybody, and I hope your team won something. If it wasn't but a
just in case anybody missed it.
oh God.
Yeah. It's that going
on. Oh, I'm glad I didn't make. I'm glad I didn't make any bets or nothing.
Okay.
My team sucked this year.
Yeah,
so I kept my mouth shut. I'm glad I didn't hop on Scott's thrills because I'd be getting a hit today too. Jeremy.
Well, hey,
he wore the shirt
during the game. I was all like, "Go Texans!" And
I got a message about something about something about like a tied score at halftime or something like that.
Yeah, it was 10-10 halftime.
Oh, hey, just in case.
Oh wow, it's a double hit.
It's a double hit, baby.
Yeah, it's a double hit.
Don't feel bad. Now you know what he will do if he win on the go karts.
It is what it is. I don't know, but
oh no, if I win the go kart race, it's gonna be worse.
Oh,
right.
See now you're bringing me in.
Now
let me tell you one thing now, okay?
Oh my goodness!
Is that a clip fan?
Yeah, it's a fan. It blows.
Oh, it blows away.
Blows stuff away.
He's gonna blow him away.
Oh, okay.
He gonna blow
maybe Lamar had the fan behind him. Here where he just decided, hey, you know what? Just let me go for it.
Oh,
you see the plane behind him. The plane going behind his spot, helping him.
Right.
Yeah, that's that rub it in right
there.
Yeah,
maybe that was the fan that just blew Lamar right across the end zone.
Perhaps. Hey, but if you got one guy,
look
yep.
And then it ended up like this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes, it did.
That wasn't even the last one right there, boy. That was just the third quarter that you just witnessed, right?
Right.
And,
Yep. So who do they play next?
49ers, isn't
it? It was a very busy weekend for me, right? So I was moving my daughter and other stuff and everything, and I barely had enough time to catch that game. So I actually do not know. It's on my list of things to familiarize myself with today. What carnage happened to everybody else over the weekend?
Yeah, I think it is the 49ers because they did win. So we'll have to see what is going on with that. But good morning, everybody. And speaking of stats and numbers and things like that, I heard somebody crawled up another number today.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Happy birthday, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
You're welcome.
Yahoo.
Woo-hoo.
It's Yahoo.
Is it?
You don't do the song if you don't know the words.
Banana. Ooh. All righty. Well, good morning and welcome in, everybody, to Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I'm Jeremy. Everybody. This is Cheryl. Up top is Scott and Eddie. And we are here to give you some good cruise news and some good cruise and travel industry discussion. Welcome in, #replay. We always appreciate you guys coming in. Please indicate that you have caught the show in the comments section. Otherwise, for those of you that are here right now, Good morning and welcome in Cruising on the High Seas and Travel.
And Lucky.
Good morning.
Uh-oh. Things ain't working. Ah! Oh, there they go.
Smash them.
Oh, that was a bad smash. And we got next up in the chat, we got yo. Good morning, everyone. Happy birthday, Cheryl, Eddie, Lugo Studios.
Viva la raza.
That's right. Cruising with Keith. Good morning, everyone, and happy birthday, Cheryl.
What's up? Keith.
Scott McNeil Hammer has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you for those pineapples.
We love them.
That's right.
Controversial Cruising came in. Happy birthday, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Journeys with June and Brady have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bamanola Adventures have made it in. Good morning.
Hi.
Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have made it in.
Good morning.
Reinforcements have arrived from the north.
Oh,
I wonder what the weather is up there.
mm-hmm. Will G working and listening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kathy Mills, another one working from home. Yay.
Hey.
Good morning.
And she says, happy Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bonetar Travelers have made it in. Good morning.
I get the feeling someone is watching us.
Oh. And let me see. Cruising with Keith has a prediction here. Ravens versus Lions.
I don't believe it. I
in
was
the
surprised.
Super Bowl.
I was surprised Tampa lost because the Lions, they should have not won. I didn't want them to win. I didn't.
Yep. And let's see. House of X Entertainment Inc. has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, family.
Happy birthday, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Okay, the Canadians are predicting 49ers versus Ravens for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought it was San Francisco. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't care as long as the Canadians are predicting the Ravens win the Super Bowl.
They would be outstanding if the Baltimore won, I tell you.
Controversial Cruising. Hey, both Scots moved this weekend. How ironic.
I didn't move. I was moving my daughter. So
Yep. Oh, snap. First Lady made it in. Elizabeth made it in.
Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, babe.
Happy birthday, Cheryl.
Turn it down to 60 in the house where he is so he can get, now. So he can take that Ravens down.
Whoa, that's a lot of words right here.
It's a little fighting.
The Cajun word for the day.
I don't know.
I would not begin to know what all of that is, Bama. I am not that country.
yes, I did, Rob. I did. I usurped it right out of the chat.
Yes, you did. See, tripping with Kim and Scott. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
And they say happy birthday.
Oh, did you all watch Captain Billy J's premiere? It was on Saturday.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he did a premiere Saturday.
No, I was watching the whole game. Believe it or not,
well, I
that
was
was the only
watching it.
whole game that I watched all year long.
I was
Ahoy
watching
there,
on the
Captain
tablet.
Billy J Travels has made it in.
Thank you, Captain.
Welcome.
And let's see, Bone Tired Traveler says hashtag 5 days to go. I know that's right.
Oh,
We
my
are getting
God.
out of here on Friday. Y'all hear me? Out of here. We
Out.
are gone.
Skedaddle.
4 days.
And let's see.
And we have a programming updates Eddie's going to tell you about.
Denny D, the spectacular supporter, has made it in. Hello.
Thank you, Danny. Your angel.
Good morning.
And Christopher Roscam, good morning. Hello
Good
from
morning.
England and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hi.
That'll work. Good morning. Oh, okay. Here we go. Same. The labor was there. Box lifting is no joke. That's what I meant. We both sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that Scott sweated too much though. They got the snow up there and they got cool weather.
No, and it was like freezing in because like I turned the heat down so it wasn't running. We had the doors open and everything else. By the time it was all said and done, it was 58 degrees in the house, right?
Nice.
I sat here for like 20 minutes with both my hoodie and my ski jacket on.
Wow. In the house.
Yes, in the house.
What'd you say? Yes, in the house.
Yep. Elizabeth has a update here. I'm actually a little chilly in the basement working today. Go take his heater.
This is
Don't take his heater. It's at his desk.
This is a woman who definitely likes it. Like, she definitely wants it both ways for sure. Right?
Okay, but
she definitely wants, to claim that it's hot one time and then suggest that it's cool another. So
he's got a heater in the studio. Go get it.
Go get it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's right on the other side of the wall.
And leave it on your side.
Right.
There you go. Bamanola says, catch me a glass of water. Okay.
Although she's about to relocate her office to my daughter moved out, so my son is taking her room, and she's about we're gonna convert my son's old room to Beth's office. So
nice. Anthony on the move. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And we're gonna be on that sailing with you on MSC.
Danny D says, happy belated birthday to Crazy Eddie.
Yes. Crazy Eddie.
There you have it. And
trouble.
Captain Billy J has a programming update. I had a live show and a premiere on Saturday. Balcony cabin tour on MSC Seashore will post later today. So everybody be sure to go over there and check that out.
Please.
No, I mean, admittedly, I, have terrible time with my own, vlogging and stuff like that. Sometimes I just don't get a chance to watch everybody's vlogs. So I'm curious if anybody knows, has Captain done kind of like, this is what I thought of MSC yet? And if not, I'll definitely have to put the notification bell on for when that video is coming. So.
Nice.
But he does do an in-depth live vlog because I've watched all of his stuff.
Yeah, his ship tours are absolutely amazing.
I'm telling you.
Ocean Travel has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Cruiser McKee says, I sweat in 20-degree weather.
Oh,
I know.
I mean, some people are like that, right? So.
Yeah. The Bud Files have made it in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And let's see. Danny D said, I made you a birthday for you, Eddie, on my YouTube page.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Because you know what, Danny D, I didn't know how to do it. I was wanting to do it for his birthday over the weekend. And I said, I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to do it. So I'm going to go check yours out so I'll know how to do one.
That's right. And we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for me to show you our visitor that we have in town today. Yes, we got a visitor. Voyager. And it is the Voyager of the Seas.
And Scott, this is an older ship because they can only accommodate 4 people in a cabin, correct? Because I called and they can't do it, they say.
I mean, and that's really pushing it. It's more kind of like 2 adults and, or early teenager, maybe, I don't think a 3rd adult or an older teenager can really comfortably fit in that room. Some people do. I would never recommend it. I would always say, just because, I mean, a ship like this doesn't have too many Pullmans anymore. They don't really do Pullmans on these ships anymore. They typically just do the sofa.
Yeah.
So I would not recommend it, but maybe you could. I mean, it just depends what your preferences are. So.
Right. And so I'm going to share this tab right here, which is the ship tracker. Now, I don't know, there may be something wrong with the website right now because there's normally a list right here that populates this area. The only one they are indicating is the Dream is on day 10 of a 14-day cruise in the Panama Canal. And our ship is right here in Belize on its way back to pick us up.
to pick us up.
The Carnival Breeze right here is in what appears to be Cozumel. The Disney Magic, the Regal Princess, is out to sea first couple of days of the sailing, and then naturally we got Voyager of the Seas. I think this might be the Jubilee here. Let me zoom it up a little bit and see who this is. Yep, Jubilee.
Jubilee.
So they are both in Cozumel.
Mm.
Yep. Wait. Okay. And then I'm looking at the weather for the week. And since we are sailing away on Friday, we're going to do this. Look at the weather together. Today in Galveston, it is raining and nasty beginning around 10 a.m. and ending around 1 p.m. But it's 80% chance of rain today, 58 degrees Fahrenheit with 93% humidity with wind and rain. If you are sailing away on the Voyager of the Seas, your sail away forecast is 61 degrees with 90% precipitation, 96% humidity with wind and rain. It is going to be, you're going to get dumped on today. And I hope you're here already today because traffic is going to be terrible on these rainy days leading up to Friday. Friday's forecast, as of now, what we're looking at is waking up to 56 degrees that morning, and our sail away forecast is around 63 or 62 degrees and just cloudy for now.
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking at 87% humidity or 83% humidity with 0% precipitation.
But what about the weather in the ports?
That's what I'm saying. This is Galveston.
No, you're talking about the ports.
I'm talking about the ports we're visiting.
Oh, upcoming? I don't know. I
We'll
really
do
don't
that
know.
tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow.
We'll have to see what's up.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. But let's see.
And they keep taking the rain in and out on Friday. In and out.
Yep. Let's see who else has made it in. Oh, Danny D did it from TikTok.
Oh. See, Instagram and TikTok, I'm not on that much. You know, he does my Instagram and TikTok. I'm usually on Facebook a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Captain Billy J says, Scott, watch the replay of my live show for my thoughts on the MSC Seashore.
Mm-hmm.
There were things that I liked, but some things that I did not like.
I will definitely try to carve out some time to check it out.
Yep. Elizabeth says, happy belated birthday, Eddie.
Eddie.
Yep.
Thank you.
Anthony on the Move says, happy birthday, Cheryl.
Happy birthday, Cheryl. Happy birthday. Okay. I don't want to get a claim. Or
Anthony on the Move is asking, will the Prima and the Jubilee meet up anytime next week?
Now, that's a good thing. Let me tell you what I know. The Prima will be docked where the Jubilee comes docked at. You know, we have a big place for big ships, and then the other terminal is for Breeze, Dream, that class.
And Disney.
And Disney and Princess. But the big terminal right across the street from Starbucks, that is where the big ships go, like the Vista, the Jubilee, the Prima.
I think he meant at the ports that we're going to.
Oh,
we would have to compare itineraries side by side and see when we're going to see the Jubilee in port. I know they're leaving a day later than us, so I'm not absolutely certain that we will.
I know Rob can figure that out.
I think Cozumel, they're going to be in different ports too. Yeah, I think in Cozumel also, they're going to be in different areas.
Okay. Well, that will work.
We will be at Paradise.
Yeah. Scott's coming in for his Jubilee. Wait, same ship, same sailing. So yeah, he's coming in for his Jubilee sailing on Saturday.
The traveling check.
Yep. Traveling check. Good morning.
We had dinner with them.
I love this. Sneaking in before the boss calls. I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Yes.
And he's a tall guy too, the traveling check.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was, I think Eddie's birthday was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's very close together.
Saturday.
It was
Saturday.
Mike Cruise Vet Friday, Eddie Saturday, And me Monday.
Today, right. And then just like me and Scott, our birthdays are one day apart. So, yeah, we all have close birthdays.
It's better to be born in January.
Najuba Brown, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I missed it.
And let me see. We are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Jeremy to struggle with work. And let's see, today is Monday, January 22nd, 2024, and we're going all the way back to, on this day in history, 1561. British statesman and philosopher Francis Bacon was born in York House, London.
He looks like a guy that has that swag and is a person, Casanova. That's what he looks like.
With a last name Bacon, I imagine he was. 1849, Swedish playwright, novelist, and short story writer August Strindberg, who combined psychology and naturalism in a new kind of European drama that evolved into expressionist drama, was born.
Half bananas.
In 1898, Sergei Einstein, a Russian film director and theorist known for such classics as
Bananas.
Potemkin,
Just keep going.
Alexander Nevsky, and Ivan the Terrible, was born. In 1901, Queen Victoria, who reigned for more than 60 years, during which time the British Empire reached the apex of its power, died at the age of 81.
You know, in all the pictures or movies I've watched on Queen Victoria, she's been beautiful, small frame, and just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
If this is really her picture, then everything that they've shown me on TV is wrong.
It's been Hollywood.
Yes.
In 1904, influential ballet choreographer George Blanchine
Bananas.
was born in St. Petersburg.
Right?
There he is. Okay, in 1905, on what was later known as Bloody Sunday, Russian workers marching on St. Petersburg were fired on by Russian troops.
They're so mean in Russia, I tell you.
In 1931, American singer and songwriter Sam Cooke, one of the most influential black vocalists of the post-World War II era, was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Sitting on the dock of a bay.
In 1943, all Japanese resistance in Papua on the island of New Guinea,
that's not how you pronounce it, but go ahead.
Site of an important Allied base at Port Moresby in World War II, ceased.
Bananas.
In 1992, serving as a payload specialist aboard the Discovery space shuttle, Roberta Bondar became the first Canadian woman and the first neurologist to travel into space.
Mm-hmm.
In 1998, one of the most notorious domestic terrorists in U.S. history, Theodore Kaczynski, the so-called Unabomber who killed 3 people and injured 22 in 16 attacks between 1979 and 1995, was sentenced to 4 terms of life in prison without parole. In 2006, Evo Morales, a member of the Aymara indigenous group, was sworn in as president of Bolivia, becoming the first Indian to hold the office.
Nice.
In 2010, struggling with ratings, Conan O'Brien left The Tonight Show after hosting his last episode of the late night television program.
I like Conan.
In 2012, Joe Paterno, who as head coach at Penn State was one of the most successful coaches in the history of collegiate gridiron football, but whose final season was overshadowed by a sex abuse scandal involving a former assistant coach, died at the age of 85.
All that stress.
In 2018, American writer Ursula Le Guin, who was best known for tales of science fiction and fantasy imbued with concern for character development and language, died at the age of 88. And finally, in 2021, sadly, American professional baseball player Hank Aaron, one of the game's greatest hitters, died at the age of 86. And that will do it for On This Day in History. All right. And thank you for that reminder, Mike and Rana. Everybody hit the like button. That really, really helps the channel. Thank you so much.
And I want to know how cold it is in up there where Mike is, because
what's the weather up there in Canada? Somebody let us know.
I can't fathom where they and I like cold weather. I just can't fathom their weather. I can't.
Yep. I know that we're still a little cool down here, but it ain't nothing like those negative degree temperatures that they're dealing with. Okay, so we are all caught up in the chat, which means that it is now time for Scott to share the. Wait, it is not.
Hold on. So this is the best I can do. I'm sorry. I was sitting here trying to work on it through this, and it's, it's not going to work out that way, but I'm sharing a tab here, right? I don't know if anybody can screenshot it and look at it later or whatever, right? But this is this is our Prima sailing itinerary. And so I don't know if somebody wants to screenshot that. And then this is the Jubilee. So
screenshot it or screenshot it.
Somebody had asked about it, didn't they?
They did.
Anthony on the Move. Is that
Anthony on the Move?
Yeah. So if you want to screenshot that, that's your Jubilee itinerary, and then this is the Prima's itinerary. So you can take a look at it and see if there is if there's any overlays. So
I don't know.
Cozumel, we're in a different day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll probably pass.
They're Friday, they're Saturday.
We'll probably pass each other at some point.
Yeah.
But please go to Paradise Beach. If you have never been, Anthony, go to Paradise Beach and you will have a super duper good time.
Yep. Guaranteed. Mikey Rana says it is 9 degrees Fahrenheit today and cloudy.
Oh my.
9.
I want to get a blanket.
Oof.
Okay, now we can roll it.
Yeah, that's rough. All right, Scott, let's hear it. And the Ravens.
Don't say that. Why would you say that?
Say some kind of words in there that you don't want to hear.
Carnival cruise passenger captured climbing over balcony. Now, this is also some video here that I can't show, but I do have a screenshot of it. So I'll be putting that up here in a moment. So it says here, video posted on social media shows disturbing behavior by a Carnival Cruise Line guest as a woman is seen standing outside of her balcony stateroom on an adjacent section of the roof covering the public area of the deck below. The 18-second clip clearly shows a woman completely over her balcony and leaning back and appearing to speak with someone before she hops back up sits on the railing, and then swings her legs over and disappears from view. Another passenger is seen 2 decks higher, peeking over another balcony to watch the antics. It says here, our security team on Carnival Jubilee identified the guests involved in this matter, and those guests will no longer be sailing Carnival cruise ships. The safety of everyone on board is our priority, and we do not tolerate this behavior. The ship's bridge is clearly seen in the background, including ship's officers moving about, but it is unclear whether or not they see the woman's actions. The video, it says that while the video is short and details are few, there is some information that the clip provides. For example, the ship's motion is clearly seen in the water, which indicates that the incident did not happen while the ship was docked, but instead while it was at sea. So the consequences for such behavior is spelled out in Section 9J of the cruise contract, which states any guest whose conduct affects the comfort, enjoyment, safety, or well-being of other guests or crew will be detained on board and or disembarked at their own expense and will be prohibited from sailing with Carnival in the future.
Man.
So, just another incident of people behaving badly. And I almost want to say on Carnival, but this can honestly happen on almost any line. Although I'd really be surprised if it happened on like Holland America or something.
Right.
So moving on, a popular Bahamas cruise excursion destination reopened. If you remember, a few months back, we brought you some video and the story about an excursion tender that sank off the coast of Nassau on its way to Blue Lagoon. Well, so Blue Lagoon Island has now fully reopened with a variety of encounters and snorkeling, beach excursions, and other tour options for visitors more than 2 months after rough waves caused a tour excursion boat to the island to partially capsize and sink. With one visitor fatality, a 75-year-old woman. The exact circumstances of her death have not been publicly disclosed. The incident happened on November 4th, 2023, and immediately after the island was temporarily closed for review of procedures and inspections. In the meantime, Royal Caribbean International had suspended all shore excursions to Blue Lagoon Island. The guests who died in the boat incident had been a passenger on board a Royal Caribbean ship. Now, Blue Lagoon Island has successfully undergone a variety of inspections and reviews of its fleet of vessels, excursion policies, staff training protocols, and other safety operations. Approval for reopening comes from the Bahamian Port Authority. Our hearts and thoughts steadfastly remain with those impacted by the maritime incident, said Robert Meister, managing director of Blue Lagoon Island. At Blue Lagoon Island, we prioritize safety and look forward to continuing to welcome guests and visitors to our beautiful island. I always love how they say they prioritize this kind of stuff after it was not prioritized. So officials from Blue Lagoon Island did note that while the destination has consistently complied with and exceeded industry standards for safety operations, all employees underwent enhanced safety training before the island first reopened at Christmas. Blue Lagoon Island is located northeast of downtown Nassau and Paradise Island in the Bahamas, a short ferry ride from the Nassau cruise port. With Nassau breaking records for numbers of cruise visitors, shore excursions like those available at Blue Lagoon are critical to offer amazing opportunities for guests to enjoy. In addition to shore excursions, Blue Lagoon Island also operates a variety of educational experiences and works tirelessly for local conservation efforts to preserve the natural beauty and the flora and fauna of the Bahamas. While Blue Lagoon Island has fully reopened, some cruise lines may choose to continue their suspension on cruise shore excursions offered while they conduct their own reviews and safety inspections and other protocols for the destination. With the Bahamian Port Authority's endorsement for reopening, however, it is likely that cruise passengers will soon be able to book Blue Lagoon options through their cruise line once again.
And that's the way the news goes.
That's right. That's right.
I muted him and he didn't know it.
She did.
I did. Yep. I could push the button.
TNT's Adventures to Sea has made it in. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you.
And let's see who else.
And Mike says 9 is warm for them.
Okay. Bruce, look out for an email coming to you from Bone Tired Travelers. There may be a future cruise coming up. Let's see what that is all about. And Scott has asked a question. Okay. I believe it, was stolen from the chat. And
so to say, Scott has stolen a question.
Yes.
From Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel.
That's right. And he says, what is one good thing and one bad thing about cruising?
I think the one good thing for me, there's lots of good things, obviously. I think the one that I would settle on today is, for me, cruising is all about the ports. I love not only being in the ports, I love, exploring them and seeing, what's going on. I rarely take adventure type of excursions, or even, I probably take relaxation excursions more than adventure excursions, but I usually just like to get out and meet the people and see the places that are far from the port. So for me, it's being able to visit all of these islands, in a single trip. I think that's the one good thing that I like about cruising. And right now, there's some things I don't like and some things I get upset about, but as far as like a bad thing, I'll settle on that they don't last forever.
Yes.
They end so quickly.
Yes, they do. Eddie?
Well, so far it's been good. I would say that, the good thing is that you get to travel to different places. You're not stuck in one place. You got plenty of choices to decide where you want to go and when, and different cruise lines to take you there. The only one bad thing that I will say so far, this to my experience, is some people on the cruises, they think they're better than you. They're stuck up, or they think they need better service, and they tend to get in the way. Me being physical deficiency, well, people tend to get in my way faster because they see me as an obstacle. And some people could be rude, but I just don't. I try to do my best not to let that bother me, because their problem is not mine. So I'm dealing with whatever I have to do and try to best time that I could have with Alice. So and then other than that, forget about it. But it's been good so far. So we continue to cruise, and we will continue as much as we can for now. So yes,
all right,
moving forward with it.
Okay, for me. Okay, for me, this is for me. I meet, like Mike and Rihanna just said in their chat, and it hit close to home. I meet the best people on the cruise. I come back and we exchange Facebook information, and I come back and we connect and we talk. I have met some awfully good people. Now, for the creators, the celebration cruise, I was on there with some top-notch people. I love them to death. I shouldn't say I love them. I love them to the moon and back. The Glory, I was on there with some really good people.
Absolutely.
I did. And I like meeting Alice and Eddie.
Oh,
Alice and Eddie. Alice first. Because
all right, yeah.
I like her. And Travel. And just
Travel.
I'm not good. And Bruce and Cindy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I can name so many, but I'm telling you, SCT, CME. I mean, I got to meet them.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. It was fun. Journey with the Gingers, of course. And I'm not going to name because I'm missing a bunch of people.
Right.
Jimmy from the Astute Tourists, y'all, he is so handsome. You know, and he protects and serves our country up north. But I just want to say that going on these group cruises, you know, because we're used to traveling by ourselves with the kids, but going on these group cruises, man. But you know, I'm gonna say something. The worst thing that has ever happened on me to be on a cruise is the fact that I have to leave. If they would just let me stay on until noon, my attitude would be better. I don't like leaving at 8:30 in the morning. I just want to be there to greet the other people coming onto the ship. If they would give me that opportunity to meet and greet the oncoming passengers on the ship, just let me say hi and welcome. I would be, oh man, I would. Scott, can you arrange that? I want to know. I want to know if you can do that.
I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Not without booking a back-to-back.
Oh, dang it.
Yep.
And I want to do a back-to-back. I want to do a 4-day, which would be 8 days. Because I can swing an 8-day down here, but I can't swing like an 11-day.
That would be a good idea, though, for a shore excursion, right? The shore excursion would be to hang out with the people on the cruise that are sailing next.
Yes.
A 7-day excursion.
I know.
That happens to begin on the last day of your cruise.
I mean, I need somebody to swing that for me because that's the only thing that I want to do. That's it. Just say hi, welcome. They would give me that opportunity. Can you get it done?
For me, the one good thing about cruising has always been the view from the cruise ship. You know, I'm a simple guy. I like to look out over the water and get sunrises, sunsets, the different faces of nature that you see out there, and just be able to gaze upon nature's beauty. The one bad thing about cruising for me was getting seasick. The one time that I did, you know, that was absolutely terrible. So now that I know what it feels like, I know the oncoming feeling, and I know how to combat it as well, you know, with the seasickness remedies and things like that.
I hope you got some.
I am going to be monitoring the medicine bag. I know exactly where it is, and I know that is on the punch list to pack in the backpack on the way out. So, yeah, I got a plan for that one bottle.
And you guys, I just want to tell you something. I don't know when they're going to do the cartwheel. What is that thing they call the riding the cartwheel thing?
The go-karts.
The go-karts.
Go-karts.
Yeah. When I say cartwheels, y'all going to do cartwheels.
Hannah's going to do cartwheels. For sure.
Yeah, she going
on the deck.
On the deck. She does.
She always does.
She always does that. But this is the thing. That to me is going to be so funny. And I will try my very best to capture everybody. Me and Alice, we're gonna do our best, because I may be talking, I may be had a drink with Cruise Vet, because if I hang out with Cruise Vet, you know what we should do? We should plan a thing for me and Eddie to videotape you, Scott, and Cruise Vet. We should do a shot bar crawl. I think that way. Don't be scared.
Oh, that's fake. That's fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Fake news.
Don't be scared. I think that would be so funny.
No,
and me and Eddie
that's
can
not going to
videotape it in our.
I'm an automatic loser on that one. I lost already. That's on you and Mike right there.
Look, this is there.
Okay, so TNT's Adventures to Sea says, best thing for me about cruising is meeting people and seeing places. Worst is the buffet.
Oh yeah, I don't like the buffet either, TNT.
Yep.
But on the Prima, they seem to have the indulge hall set up that brings you the food, which is
I like hanging out of the buffet.
I mean, for me, right, I think there's always items on every buffet that I don't like, right, that I just don't care for from a personal taste standpoint. Really, honestly, the only ships that I have consistently sailed, or I should say the only ships that I've sailed where the buffet has been consistently terrible.
Carnival.
Both in options and quality of what the options are on there is Carnival.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we've only sailed Carnival. We need to.
And so we know that.
Yeah,
we know that he's telling the truth.
I mean, there's still, like I said, there's still going to be items on a buffet on, say, on NCL or Royal Caribbean that you don't like. But as far as that, just like, you know, that scaled down only like, you know, 4 or 5 items and they all taste like, you know,
mush
or something, you know, other than what you want them to. It's Carnival. Absolutely, it's Carnival.
Bonesheart Traveler says good is new places and I'm not driving. Bad is entitled people. And that is a loaded word right there. It's got so much to unpack right there. We wouldn't even have time.
We don't have time to talk about
the entitled people.
Because on one of our cruises, we ran into an entitled person. And he was up there in the Italian restaurant. Remember?
I will never forget that.
I will never forget that.
Nope.
He was so mean to that young girl. Oh my God.
Yep.
I felt sorry for her. I wanted to go up there and just slap him in the head.
And he was sitting at the table right in front of us. We heard and saw everything. Hey, Captain,
I'm glad he wasn't in front of me because I let him know. Say, that's your problem.
Yeah, take it easy.
I wanted to, Eddie. I did.
Okay, here we go. One good thing about Captain Billy J Travel says, one good thing about cruising, wake up on a ship at a different location each day. One bad thing about cruising is Eddie. Oh, wait, just kidding. Overcrowding of people on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. But you didn't have that problem on the Celebration. I'm sure of it.
Mona did what?
Hey, Mona.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We had a full ship on the Celebration as well as the Mardi Gras. But because it was so many,
yeah, you got it.
Okay.
He's talking to Captain.
Okay. So many people on the ship. And maybe because I stayed in the cabin most of the time, you know.
Yeah, you missed out.
I don't care. I didn't feel crowded. I stayed in the cabin. But Scott will see that on this ship. And I'm gonna sneak on one of those little baby guns.
All you need is a cruising duck. It's got a hole right here down on the bottom that you could fill this sucker up with water. Just
but see, that's just me. I'll forget it's on the bottom and think it's right here.
Spray yourself.
I'll spray myself.
Okay, here we go. Captain Billy J Travel says, yes, back to back is where you can meet new passengers coming on as you are the first ones on board before anybody else boards.
Okay, back to back.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
That's the way I'm gonna do it.
And let's see who else.
Especially if I get the TA rate, $78. I'm gonna back to back, triple back. I'm gonna triple back it. back to back to back.
What if you end up getting the TA rate that's 0? Just pay the taxes and fees.
Right. I will not get off the ship.
Right.
I will not.
Mike and Rihanna says you guys should go live when you go on the racetrack.
I doubt they would allow cameras.
They're not going to allow cameras.
No, they're not going to allow us to have cameras. We're heavily
They're depending on me and Alice.
Yes, we're leaning on baby.
Although I am, if you some of you may or may not be aware of this, but Ray-Ban has partnered with Meta to make these Ray-Bans that have these cameras built in.
Yeah.
And so no, I got it. You probably can't wear sunglasses, right, when you're driving, right? Yeah. But I am thinking about purchasing a pair of those just for obvious reasons. Right?
Captain Billy
read that. I read that.
Captain Billy J says you should all do cartwheels into the go-karts.
They would have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing great on that. Yeah.
Medic
They would have to call medic because
Medic.
these three couldn't pick me up if they wanted to.
I need a crane just to pull me out of the go-kart.
Right.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Christopher says best things, the value with lots included versus buying everything separately at a hotel. Worst thing, when the cruise port is sometimes a couple hours away from the advertised city they say to visit.
Like, for instance, Venezuela is close to Honduras. And Venezuela is close to what? Tell me.
Aruba.
Yeah.
And they tell me and they tell me, oh, we can go there, but I know I can't get back in time for the ship.
Right?
Yeah, it's about 15 miles or so to the Venezuelan coast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
And here's a real review for you. The buffet was better on MSC over Carnival.
Oh, you know what, Captain? I'm gonna tell you. Scott showed us that, you all don't get to see Scott's
that big old long buffet.
Not lives.
But let me say this though. I was on a 3-day on the Sea View, which is basically the same class as Seashore, and it was a night and day difference between the buffet on Sea View and the buffet on Maravilla, right? And Maravilla far exceeded the quality and the options and the offerings than Sea View. The only thing that I loved on Sea View that I cannot get on Maravilla was the breakfast pizza.
Oh, wow.
Breakfast pizza.
Yeah, they don't have the breakfast pizza on Maravilla.
That sounds yummy.
You'll be eating that. I'm going to go to the
because there's no blue iguana.
I'm going to the deviled eggs. I don't care.
I don't know. I'm going to be lost. There's no blue iguana, folks. I'm just letting you know. Captain Billy J says,
local, dude.
There are regular glasses that have cameras on them. I may or may not own a pair.
Oh.
Because they can't take your glasses if you.
You need glasses, obviously. Yeah, right.
Hey, that'll work. All right. Well, okay. Speaking of cruising, I know that Eddie's been talking about this secret that he has.
He's looking at the animals.
I know.
Right.
Pebbles.
UPS delivery.
Oh,
wait, what?
UPS delivery, which means Temu.
Oh,
no.
I don't know what it was. It was something small in a brown box. So,
go get it.
Well, let's brown box our way into this cruise that you've been talking about for a while now. So let's hear all about it, man.
It's going to be in the Carnival Paradise coming up October 28th of this year. In a few months, not even 9 months away. Carnival Paradise. We're living out of Tampa, people. We're going to go down to Key West, Montego Bay, and Grand Cayman. And hopefully we'll meet my brother down in Key West when the time comes. So if you're interested and you want to go, please be in touch with Mr. Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. You can put your deposit down on your cabin. The sooner, the better. Balconies are very tight. There's not that many balconies on this ship. It's a smaller ship, so it'll be a better deal since we're going to be just the group of us. So it makes it interesting. And a lot of careers going to be in this one on the Paradise. So October 28, 2024. Get in touch with Bruce at Ocean to Ocean Travel. The sooner, the better. Listen to this video.
Who's Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios. Out of Tampa, Florida. Port of Calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Come join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
Our door may or may not be there with all of this stuff hanging off of it. I know that we got the big We got the big one somewhere else, and we got the little small one with the bird on it. But yeah, the Paradise, our door is going to be heavy, to say the very least. And Captain Billy J says, I don't recall seeing breakfast pizza on the MSC Seashore either. So
yeah, on Seaview, obviously it was only a 3-day cruise, right? But every morning they had where they normally serve the pizza, they had this breakfast pizza. It was basically just this, it was like a pizza, but it had like a fruit topping on it, and the crust had these like little, kind of remind you of like the salt on a pretzel, but it was sugar. And it had just a light glaze on it. And I mean, the dough was, just soft, and it was amazing.
Sounds good.
I had like multiple pieces of it every single morning.
Yep.
Scott, if there are 3-day and 4-day cruises out of Miami on MSC?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
One of my cousins called me yesterday, and he was debating between Carnival and MSC, and he wanted to go into a short cruise. So I told him MSC.
Yeah. Now I sailed out of Port Canaveral, but so both from Port Canaveral and Miami, 3. I don't know about 4 days, probably 4 days. I just know definitely 3 days for sure. So, and it just goes to the island and back. So.
Look what Scott said. Cheryl reminded me of one of those bottle girls with that sign.
Oh, yeah.
And then Bone Tire says, ooh, I got to come up with door decorations for our cruise this weekend. Hey, got to get on it.
Get on it.
Hurry up.
I know all online orders have been frozen here at the house because we won't get the stuff back in time before we leave.
But when we come back, Amazon, watch out.
Yeah, and see, normally I can count on my daughter to be right on top of that kind of stuff and bring that stuff in when I'm not here. But so I told my son, I was like, gotta be on top of that, man.
I don't know about that, but all right.
Because listen, he comes out of his room like just long enough to visit the bathroom and grab something to eat. So
right.
I'm unaware that there was anything on the front porch.
He'll get it. I'm pretty sure he would get it.
Oh, I'm sure he will once he becomes aware it's there.
Right. I know that's right. Okay.
Forget about it.
Yep. Okay. So today is Monday, and I know that there are some good creators coming on for the remainder of the day on YouTube. Let's hear all about it.
At 11 o'clock Eastern time, it will be A Moment in the World with Darium. 1 p.m. Roy and Becky's Travels. There is a premiere by Cruise Nuts at 7:15. There might be a premiere by the Bot Files at 5 p.m. They usually do. Our friends, the mother and daughter duo, they might have a live today. Sometime around noontime, Mayhem and Miracles will be live.
Yes, for about 3 hours.
8 p.m. tonight will be Half Luggage Will Travel. And closing the night at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight will be Vineyard Chicks Homestead.
Nice. That is
It's
a
good
great lineup.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. Okay, so gentlemen.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Letting it rain.
Just in case anyone forgot. Right.
Welcome back. So what's on the punch list for the remainder of the week? What is left to be done?
Ugh.
Well, I haven't packed yet, so.
Oh my God.
What's the rush? It's still got 2 days.
Yep.
To do any packing. And then same thing with Alice. She hasn't done anything either. We talked to my sister-in-law yesterday. She's gonna come and check on the kitties. That's about it here in the house.
Cool.
Yeah.
Scott?
So much to do. I literally still have all of my packing to do. And for me, I just have so much to do, and just it's terrible, but sometimes I honestly lack the motivation to do it. And I'm just like, how can I not be motivated to go and spend, a week on an amazing cruise? But just with so much stuff to do, but I'll get it done for sure. So
absolutely.
I was hoping to do some stuff yesterday, but out of the blue, a whole bunch of family showed up. I don't know whose idea, Alice. And, they went the whole day on that.
Yep.
Oh,
well, that'll work.
So what are you doing today?
Look
at this. So what are you doing?
Well, the bag's already tagged. We're good to go.
No, we got Hannah's stuff that she put up there. See, every now and then, Hannah finds something more to take. She wants to take her baby stroller, and he said no.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Welcome in.
And he said, well, I can't. You can't take it. I said, why she can't? He said she's got to roll her bag, carry her baby doll, and then
the backpack.
And the back, well, it's going to be on her bag. But and her backpack is full, like she's got camera equipment in it. Mm-hmm. And it's just junk. She's a hoarder. Hannah's a hoarder. And
she's learning from somebody else.
And that's what's on top of her suitcase right now.
Preach.
Stop. That's what's on her suitcase right now. Clothes.
Yep.
I got to take this. Oh, this is going to look good with this.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody else. That's what she's learning from.
Yep. This is.
Wait a minute. I got to come up with something with the union.
I just don't know. Hannah is off the chain. She didn't put like four more outfits on top of a suitcase that she can't even open.
You just want to be like mommy.
Jimmy, say happy birthday, Cheryl.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yep.
Thank you so much. I talked about you this morning.
Yep.
I did.
But yeah, we are just about ready to go. Just
wait for you to hit that button so we can say.
I think it seems to me that the most, that the worst part of that entire trip is, just the sheer massive endeavor that it's going to be for you guys to leave home and get to the ship. I mean,
it is.
God, all that you will have to go through to make it down there, I do not envy you.
Oh, he's just
10 minutes away,
Phone call.
What a nightmare.
One phone call.
Yes.
10 minutes away. What a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I gotta drive 12 hours.
Yep.
Just to get there. 12 hours. Spend the night at a hotel, then get ready the next morning to deal with that mess in the port.
And avoiding the temptation to stop at Buc-ee's, right?
No, we are stopping at Buc-ee's. Unfortunately, the one in Alabama, and we're gonna hit it.
And so Scott, just to shine a little light on your endeavors, there is a Buc-ee's on your way into Galveston, and there's going to be one over there by the rental car place.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, what I'm saying to you is you got two opportunities to visit Buc-ee's in Texas City while you are here. So,
remember, they're a gas station. They're
very close.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Just remember that. It's not a mall. Anyway, just a gas station.
It's a miniature Walmart.
Yep. with Gatorade and gum.
Yeah. Plenty of brisket.
Oh my God, yes. Can we go there today? Because I keep putting it on.
Oh my God, why did I say that?
Your birthday?
Yes.
Birthday dinner, Buc-ee's?
You know it. I'm easy.
Oh, I thought that would be like Doc Hollidays or something.
Oh, we went to Doc Hollidays.
We did
Friday.
That. Yeah, we did that already.
I thought this was gonna go Thursday night.
Doc Hollidays.
Thursday night.
I don't know where you want to go. Look it up on the thing and see where you want to go.
It's your town, baby. It's your town.
Oh my God, Steve's Archive. First of all, thank you for checking into the show. We appreciate you coming by.
Good morning.
Jeremy be clapping Cheryl's cheeks on cruises.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, hold on. Captain Billy J, I don't know this to be entirely true.
They might though over there in the croissant.
Oh yeah, they do. Along with the chicken strips, they do have butter toast.
They might have butter toast.
Yes, they do.
Chicken strips.
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
And the chicken strips are good, and the fries are good.
My brother got some potato chips, like fried. He brought a bag out to the outside when we were waiting for him, and he let me taste one. I almost ate the whole bag.
See, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
wait a minute, just one. I said, these are freaking good.
What do you say?
All righty. Well, folks, that will do it for today's show. Please, as always, everybody take care of each other out there. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you and good morning.
Bye.
That was